Hey, welcome to Sing and Cook on Sanjeev Kapoor's Khazana, and my name is Harpal Singh. I've got some requests to make some good-looking Punjabi. Good-looking Punjabi? They are good-looking. I'm here to make some good Punjabi parathas. And of all the famous ones, we always love the Aloo Parantha, right? Isn't it? So, too many requests for Aloo Parantha, and I'm going to show how to make Aloo Parantha. First of all, to make Aloo Paratha, we need whole wheat flour, what we call in India atta. So around 3 to 4 cups. I've got some ajwain, carom seeds, 1 teaspoon of carom seeds in it, some salt, and in goes the water. So let's make a dough out of this. Whenever you make doughs, it's important, if you are doing it for the first time, please add water slowly, because if you add more of water, you might get a runny dough. Keep pulling it back like this and then press. If you don't knead a dough for a longer time, you will never get a soft roti. So it's important to knead the dough for quite some time and then allow the dough to rest. You need to rest this dough for nearly 15 to 20 minutes. The dough is now almost done. What I'll do is apply a little oil. Now, this is something which I've been traditionally seeing in my house, that once my mother kneads the dough, she would put the oil, but she would have definitely not known the reason. Now, the reason is, if you apply a film of oil, actually, the oil forms a film on top of the dough and it does not allow drying of dough to happen. So, this is how the oil kind of gets coated on the entire dough. So, this is why oil is applied. That's a good tip for you today. Now, we'll cover this dough with a wet piece of cloth and keep it aside for nearly 15 to 20 minutes. And let me make the mixture of the parathas. I've got here boiled parathas, 6 to 8 of them. Let me mash them up with my hands. I don't grate them because I actually don't like grated potatoes in the aloo parathas. I like it nice and chunky, because if they are nice and chunky, what happens is, when you roll the parathas, some of the potatoes actually come on the surface and they get kind of burnt and roasted properly. And that gives a good flavor. And this is it. Potatoes mashed with my hand. I've got some green chilies, 3 to 4 of them. Let me chop them fine. Green chilies into my bowl. I've got some ginger here. Chop some ginger. Chop some ginger fine. No paste allowed in aloo paratha. For heaven's sake, do not use a paste. So chop ginger. The ginger and chili is now into the mashed potatoes. What have I got here? Got some coriander seeds. Let me light this fire up. Coriander seeds. Take a large tablespoon of coriander seeds, some pepper, a teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds. Let me roast this for some time. Now, this is something which probably you might not have seen. When I used to go to my granny's house as a small child, I used to see my granny make aloo parathas, and I used to sit beside her and watch her what she used to add. And this is something which she would definitely add. Whole coriander seeds and pepper is something which she would roast and then crush them with a rolling pin. Great flavor. So coriander seeds and pepper. Now let me crush them here. I've got a rolling pin. A lot of this oils in it. Great flavor that comes out when you roast and grind. And you hear this crunch. this is a nicely roasted coriander seed powder here along with black pepper. This goes into the potato mixture. Coriander seeds and pepper, the unique touch what my granny used to do in her village, you know. Some red chili powder, avoid it if you want to, but gives a nice color to the potatoes. Don't put too much, just a little bit of it, because you've already added green chilies. Salt to taste, some black salt to add that little zing. Now black salt is actually impure salt, let me tell you that. Those of you who are allergic to sulfur, do not use black salt, okay? So black salt in this, getting that pungent flavor. Some amchur powder, dry mango powder, half a teaspoon of dry mango powder. Now let me mix this whole thing up. Nice flavors, pungent flavor of the black salt and some tart flavor of the dry mango powder, aroma of coriander seeds, all in the potato mixture here. Beautiful, isn't it? That's the way I love, you know. So let's now put this tawa on fire. Got my dough here ready. So let me dust my palms with dry flour. Take a Punjabi size ball dough, you know. We all love to have a nice, thick, large paratha in our houses. We don't like the small ones. Now I'll show you some tricks here. There are two ways of how a paratha is filled. One is you take the dough, make a well like this, put the mixture in here, and slowly pull the dough from all over like this. Seal the dough. The dough is now sealed. See, potato mixture gone in. The dough is sealed now. You don't see the potatoes. Now dust it with the dry flour and roll it up. The Punjabi size parathas. We love them large, you know? And this is what I'm talking about. You see, when you crush the potatoes with your hands, you get the flour that gets bursted, and the potatoes, while you're griddling them, you know, you're cooking them on the tawa, they get nice and burnt. And I love that flavor. Nice, thick, Punjabi style paratha. You see these specks of carom seeds, ajwain all around, nice and round. Here is a Punjabi shaped paratha. That's what you get in the dhabas of Amritsar on a hot griddle. Now the second one, while this gets cooked, the second shape. Now the second one is something which my mother used to make, you know. What she used to do, she used to make two small doughs. As a child, I have eaten only this. Roll them up, 6 inches, round ball. Now keep this aside. The next one, let me check this also. Turn this around. While this gets cooked, the second roll of the dough, let's make this also into round shaped dough. These are two round shaped chapatis. They're quite thick here. What I do is put the mixture of potatoes in the center here, and spread it all around, and place this chapati on top of this. Seal the edges. What you get here is aloo paratha. So this one is almost done. What is left is pour some oil, olive oil if you're healthy, plain oil if you are okay with anything, and for all my Punjabi friends, ghee or butter, right? We all love parathas only if you get it with ghee or butter. This one is with oil though. Wow, see, getting nice, swelling up all the air, nice, good, nice soft paratha. Turn it around, voila. Now this aloo paratha is ready. Let me keep this here.